On June 17th, 2009, Cartoon Network premiered its new live-action reality TV television programming block, CN Real. The block was introduced as a way for Cartoon Network to compete with Nickelodeon Disney Channel's live-action offerings. The block aired on Wednesday and Saturday nights and consisted of 6 shows in its short lifetime. Today's topic, The Othersiders, a ghost hunting show made by kids for kids. Survive This, an acquired Canadian reality TV show where teens with limited survival skills endure various survival challenges. Brain Rush, a trivia show where the host asks people trivia questions for cash on roller coasters. Bobby Says, a clip commentary series hosted by actor Bobby J. Thompson. Destroy Build Destroy, a game show where contestants destroyed something, built vehicles out of the remains, and then destroyed the loser's vehicles. And Dude, What Would Happen, a Mythbusters-style show, but instead of being hosted by actual engineers, it was hosted by 3 teenagers. If you remember any of the shows I just mentioned, it was probably either Destroy, Build, Destroy or Dude, What Would Happen, because those were the only shows from CN Real that lasted more than a few months. And while I do want to talk about all these shows another time, today we're going to be watching Cartoon Network's ghost hunting show for kids, The Othersiders. The Othersiders premiered on Cartoon Network as the first show to be part of the CN Real block on Wednesday, June 17th, 2009 at 8 p.m. The titular Othersiders are a team of 5 teenage ghost hunters who investigate paranormal rumors in and around California. Without further ado, let's meet the team. We have Riley, the lead investigator, Casey, the case manager, Zach, the tech manager, Sam, the webmaster, and Jackie, the researcher. Lead investigator, tech manager, researcher, those ones all seem pretty obvious. What the hell does the webmaster do? Watching the show, it really feels like these little job titles they gave the kids was just something Cartoon Network added to sound cool, because all the kids kind of seem to do a little bit of everything. And seriously, what is the webmaster supposed to do that the researcher isn't? But let's jump right into episode 1, Lincoln Heights Jail.
The team investigates an abandoned prison with a long history of haunted claims.
It made a really loud bang and like shook a bunch of things.
Locals say spirits of the former prisoners who were tortured and died here still haunt this forsaken lockup.
What was that?
Will the team find that these are simply local legends, or can they determine the prison is truly haunted?
In the intro here, it says 5 friends, 1 team, and the whole show is set like there were already a group of ghost hunting friends before it got turned into a show, but I mean, what kind of friend group has a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old in it that isn't one of the older one's siblings? The kids are also all pretty awkward with each other, which could just be from being on camera, but they really don't feel like an experienced team of ghost hunters or an experienced team of friends. We start our journey at Othersiders HQ, which one of their parents' garages is this? In the HQ, the team is perusing way too many papers to try and decide where the next hunt should be. Seriously, what's the point of having your webmaster if you're just going to print everything out?
You guys would be too scared to go here.
No, you would be too scared to go there.
Yeah, I think I agree with the girls.
Hey, you guys, take a look at this one.
Lincoln Heights Jail?
A jail?
Yeah, an abandoned jail.
Anyway, they very naturally come across the Lincoln Heights and unanimously decide that the abandoned jail is their next target. They then immediately pack up their gear and drive to the jail.
The jail has been abandoned for over 50 years.
When I was reading up on the jail, it said that it was haunted by many men, one of them being called Blue Boy, and he died in the infirmary.
I'm really excited to check out the solitary confinement, which is also known as the hole.
I think a lot of prisoners died in there because they were just treated so poorly.
Check it out, guys.
Jeez.
My question is this. They had to get permission to film here, right? Despite the show saying,
The jail has been abandoned for over 50 years.
I'm not sure the building exactly counts as abandoned. In 1993, the building was designated as a Los Angeles Historic Cultural Monument and has been pretty actively used in filming movies, TV shows, and music videos. And think about it, these kids are 13 to 16 years old. California probably has pretty strict laws about the filming and safety of minors. At the very least, they need to send a preemptive team through to clean up any broken glass or used heroin needles to make sure the place is safe for kids, right? I mean, obviously the show is fake, but if you need proof, according to my research, the narrative that The Othersiders presents violates multiple California entertainment industry child labor laws. Laws such as, no minors may be employed more than 8 hours in a day. The opening screen said the time was 9:18 a.m., and when they get to the jail, it's already 6:45. You're telling me it took them 8 hours alone to get to this jail? And near the end of the investigation, it's supposedly past midnight. That's 15 hours. And according to the laws, minors can only be employed until 10 p.m. To top it all off, once they leave and head back to the clubhouse, their next meeting, which is presumably the next day, is said to be at 10:23 a.m., but according to the laws, 12 hours must elapse between dismissal and next day's call time. No exceptions. I'm no entertainment law expert or child labor law expert, I'm just going off what I found on Google, but consider the information I've given you and come to your own conclusion. But enough about the law, time to get spooked.
Stepping into the jail for the first time was terrifying. I can't see anything. It's pitch black dark. I don't want to turn the corner because I don't know what's going to be there.
Guys, this is really scary. It's really dark in here.
So when we were walking through the jail for the very first time, it was pretty freaky, but it looked like a really good spot to investigate.
So to start their investigation, the kids set up base camp and all their cameras around the jail, and now I have a question for you. Is all this footage we see actually filmed with night vision cameras? I don't know much about night vision cameras, but it sometimes looks like it's actually a lot brighter in the location, and they're just filming with normal cameras and darkening and slapping a green filter on the footage. It's not that hard to do. In the entire runtime of this episode, they never even show us footage without the night vision on. The entire show is green. Sometimes they point their flashlights directly at the cameras. Are you able to do that without messing up the camera or at least blinding it? One of the cameras they set up is in the laundry room, where there have been reports of eyes peering from the dark and weird smells. We're talking about an abandoned prison laundry room. If it didn't smell weird, then I'd suspect paranormal activity. It's finally time for our first instance of paranormal activity, here in solitary confinement, where people have reported feelings of claustrophobia. In solitary confinement. Here in Solitary, the gang decides to do some call and response where they ask questions into the open air and try to convince you random ambient sounds are ghost words.
Are you ready?
What's your name?
And if anyone's out there and you want to show yourself in any way, we mean no harm.
This show does that really annoying thing I feel like a lot of ghost hunting shows do, where anytime they're trying to show you audio evidence, they're playing music over it. Obviously, it would be better to cut the music here to build tension and let the audience better hear your evidence, but then they would realize that it doesn't exactly sound like what you're saying it sounds like. It's stuff like this that really grinds my gears, the way these shows paint the narrative of proving that ghosts are real, but then doing everything in their power to bury the lead. And they have to. 1, because ghosts aren't real, and 2, if they are, it sure as hell ain't gonna be proven by the other siders.
I'm actually feeling kind of nauseous.
Me and Riley both started feeling weird and claustrophobic, and I had a really creepy feeling that something was in there trying to communicate with us.
I was watching this with my brothers, and one of them made an excellent point. Maybe the reason they're feeling claustrophobic is not because of wandering spirits, but because they're sitting inside this solitary confinement cell along with the cameraman. But on their way back to base camp, they see something truly bone-chilling.
Oh my, stop, don't move.
A chair that presumably wasn't there before.
That chair was not here before. Jackie for base camp?
Go for base camp.
There's a chair in the hallway and it wasn't there before.
I'm a dead prisoner ghost, and these kids come in looking for ghosts. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move a chair into the middle of a hallway when they're not around to see me do it. So they return to base camp, and because they don't believe them, I guess,
Are you sure it wasn't there before?
Zach and KC head up to see the chair for themselves.
Zach and I went up to the solitary confinement room to see if we could locate the chair. I mean, I was excited, but I was shaking uncontrollably because I was so scared and nervous.
Oh my god, it's really cold up here.
Kind of unsurprisingly, they get up there and the chair has moved yet again, and the kids are quaking. Their timbers are thoroughly shivered.
Okay, where's the chair? Where's the chair? Where's the chair? Okay, come on.
This is scary.
Oh my god, it's in there.
Let's assume the chair was moved by someone working on the show. Do you think the kids knew about it? Do you think they told the kids that they were going to have the chair there to act surprised? Or do you think they moved it there without telling the kids and the kids are like actually scared and these are actual reactions?
Okay, this is getting pretty freaky.
The chair was here and it was dragged. You can see the drag marks. It was dragged fully in here. It's so insane.
Do these kids think they're actually finding real paranormal evidence? Are the producers punking these kids? Next up, Sam and Jackie head to the freight elevator to do some more call and response and bust out the thermal camera.
The thermal camera is a really cool piece of equipment because anything that's hot or living will give off a red or white color, and anything that's colder will give off a cooler color like blue. And this is really important because paranormal energy is heat, and our thermal camera can pick that up.
Yeah, it's all the same. You're getting nothing.
You wanna maybe go dark and see if we hear anything?
Yeah, I was about to say that again.
The light in the room did not change at all. It really makes me wonder if this was filmed during the day or at least in a much brighter environment and is artificially darkened in post. It has to be, right?
Did you hear the moaning?
Yeah, I definitely did. That was weird.
The batteries in our camera are about to die. We left base camp with a full battery on the thermal camera. And some people say that spirits can sometimes drain the battery of things around them because they're trying to like create energy for themselves.
So they don't find anything on the thermal camera, but the battery does seem to run out on them surprisingly quickly, which they claim could be an effect of a wandering spirit. According to the Cartoon Network wiki, the thermal camera running out of battery is a piece of evidence they get surprisingly often. It makes me wonder if it's really the effect of ghosts, or if tech manager Zach is just forgetting to charge the damn thing.
Did you hear the moaning?
They also supposedly hear some moaning, but I can't hear anything over the music. But suddenly, as Zach and Casey are exploring Solitary, the crew at base camp sees a glowing figure run past the camera. They gotta get out of there!
Did you see that?
Did you guys by any chance just run by the camera near the solitary confinement room?
No, that wasn't us. That wasn't us.
Wait, so you're saying you didn't just run?
No, stand by, stand by.
Did you see that guy just run by right there?
Yeah.
Guys, we see something on the cameras. There's something around you.
Good lord, the way this is filmed, it makes it seem like when we get back from the commercials, the ghosts will have dragged poor Zach back down to hell!
I don't know what that was.
Immediately after Riley says he sees something on the camera, I think I see something out of the corner of my eye.
We don't know what that was. It made a really loud bang and like shook a bunch of things. That was really, really, really scary.
Is the loud banging in the room with us? I really can't tell over the drums and the music.
I'm freaking out, shaking really bad. All of a sudden, like all the running started like happening, and like this huge like loud banging, like it sounded like things were rattling. And then like we saw somebody walk by, and it looked like a person.
Wait, you did? You actually
Yes, we
saw
saw
it?
somebody. We're like a shadow. We don't know what it was. Did you guys see anything? I mean,
And with that, it's investigation complete. And it's time to head back to the clubhouse and go over the evidence.
After every investigation, we meet at the clubhouse and go through all the evidence. We listen to all the voice recorders, watch all the video footage. Basically, we're just looking for anything that's out of the ordinary.
I can't believe I just heard a 16-year-old unironically say clubhouse. First up is what they've recorded with the call and response, and to avoid any bias, I'm not going to tell you what they say it sounds like. I'm going to play the audio clip for you, and you're going to tell me what you hear. That's right, you heard the music covering it up! Jackie claims that there's a voice saying Sereno has it. And that she looks it up, and the prison once held someone named Sereno. Now listen, I'm no webmaster, but when I looked it up, I couldn't find any record of the Lincoln Heights jail ever holding a Sereno.
Remember when you and me were up in solitary confinement and we saw the chair had moved?
the chair was here and it was dragged.
We took a lot of pictures of it, and unfortunately, we didn't get anything.
Really?
No.
No, but it for sure moved. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter for
it
the
did.
footage. I mean, we all witnessed it.
Now hold on a second there, Buster. You didn't see anything move. There was a chair, and it moved, but you didn't see it. Now you're probably wondering, when I talked about that glowing figure running past the camera, why I never actually showed you it, and that's because they don't actually show you it in the show. But now, it's time to see our smoking gun.
Okay, this next video was captured in the solitary confinement room.
Goodness.
Let's watch.
Oh my god.
We saw that.
And it looks too fat to be an actual person. It
Well,
looks
it's
like.
definitely not an actual person.
Yeah.
That was it. That was just a guy in a hoodie running past. The other siders betrayed us! Look at how bright green it is. It had to have been brightened in post. None of the other stuff in the night vision looks this solid bright green. Now that we've seen all of our evidence, it's time to decide once and for all if the Lincoln Heights jail is truly haunted, with the only way we know how. Democracy!
So I think we should take a vote and decide if this place is haunted or not.
And so the team unanimously votes that the jail is in fact haunted, thus wrapping up another case for the other siders.
Lincoln Heights Jail is haunted.
The Other Siders received mediocre to just plain bad reviews, which put it over some of the other CN Real shows, and ran for 23 episodes over 2 seasons, airing its finale on my birthday, October 30th, 2009. I've watched a few ghost hunting shows in my day, and The Other Siders...
You're just boring!
So much nothing happens in the show. Almost all of it is the kids saying they heard or saw something that never gets across to the viewer, and anything that does get across is misplaced furniture. For this video, me and my brothers and my friend Connor actually watched 2 episodes, but I didn't even have anything to say about the other one because so much nothing happens. The only notable thing about it is that it takes place in the Santa Barbara courthouse, which you may recognize from the opening sequences of Psych. I plan on making videos about rest of the CN Reels shows, so if you want to see those, make sure you subscribe. And you know, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave it a like and also maybe subscribe. But until I see you next time, farewell and stay hydrated.